The new glider for 10,000 gems low-key looks like a scam, I'm gonna be honest. And there's the new rifle, Starlit Scoped Bolt. The very first thing I did was immediately compare it to the Unicorn Blaster, and immediately, something that really scared me was that the Starlit Scoped was a burst rifle, and I was like, oh hell nah. And so I look at the Unicorn Blaster and I'm like, okay, well, out of the two, what should you buy? My gut was telling me Unicorn Blaster, but I still hadn't tested it yet, so obviously I'm gonna spend my free-to-play gems and unlock the Starlit Scoped Bolt just for you guys. Unfortunately, my gameplay is kind of like buggy and like choppy, which is very unfortunate. I guess my OBS just doesn't work, so please bear with it. But yeah, you're gonna see, look at that scope, dude. I remember like I scoped in for the first time and I was like, dude, what the hell is this thing? It's like a sniper rifle. And that could have like its advantages and disadvantages. It really just depends on the situation. I feel like in this map, it's like really good if you just like scope into that tunnel. You're gonna see a lot of me scoping into that tunnel. This tunnel right here. Watch this. Hold on, there we go. I want to get a lot of kills by simply just scoping down that tunnel using this rifle. I think this map is a really good map for the pulp burst thing. I feel like very open maps aren't so good with this weapon, so I guess it's important to have like maybe like a Scar or a Honey Badger, or if you're rich, a Unicorn Blaster in like more open maps rather than closed maps like this one. I feel like this one there's like tunnels and stuff that you can shoot at, and a skyline would also be a good map for this weapon, I feel. But yeah, you can see like the scope and just like the damage it's doing. It's actually really good. I remember it was like surprising me. It was somewhat inconsistent though, I would say. Like I would shoot people and it's like they just wouldn't die as quick as I thought they should have, but it's fine. To be honest, it's like you can clearly see it by the gameplay. It's the very choppy gameplay that it is actually pretty decent. I can get a pretty quick kill here and there, like right there. Like I should have died there, but that gun, it was just quick and efficient. Yeah, there we go. There's the inconsistency I was talking about. Like I shot that guy like freaking 100 times and he didn't die. There we go. He dies then. So very interesting weapon, I have to admit. I guess I'll go look into like, so it's like damage, it says per second is like 556, which is actually really good. It's better than the Unicorn Blaster. Let me see here. Yeah, it's better than a lot of weapons actually. It's better than Honey Badger too. I feel like if you have the Robux but you're new to the game, I honestly would recommend the Unicorn Blaster over the Starlit Scoped Bolt, like basically the Starlit Bundle. I wouldn't recommend it if you're like new to the game, just because it is a little difficult to use and not as versatile as like the Unicorn Blaster. Because I don't have the Unicorn Blaster, but I have used it before by picking it up, and I can confidently say, yeah, it's a really decent overall gun. So if you have the Robux or the gems and you're new to the game, I would recommend Unicorn Blaster, just because it's a lot more friendlier for like beginners and like the average player. But if you're like maybe a little bit more skilled and technical and you're confident you can get like headshots in, definitely use the Starlit Scoped Bolt, because honestly I actually feel like this is really good, super accurate too, I have to admit. Yeah, it's a really good gun. I feel like no matter what though, like in some maps you definitely would need like a spare, like a Honey Badger or Unicorn Blaster. This map is, I feel like, really good. You see, like it's so easy to get kills using this weapon in this map just because of the tunnels and everything. Oh Jesus, my aim is really bad. But yeah, so good aim definitely helps you, which is why I recommend Unicorn if you're newer, maybe not as good as aiming. But if you are good at aiming and you're experienced, then yeah, you should definitely use a scope. So that's my opinion, and like, I mean, yeah, honestly, it's a really good weapon. Everything else is dog shit, you know, just because I don't know, man, it just sucks. But yeah, would recommend for sure.